Hey everyone, this is James. I hope you guys are having a great day today. And in this video, I just want to offer 5 points or 5 suggestions that I would have for you to ask and to check out in terms of finding the photographer that's right for you guys. I've had family and friends contact me often from out of state, from out of town, and they say, James, we know you do photography. Are there any pointers or suggestions that you could offer so that we can do some digging on our side and find the photographer that's right for us? And this is what I share with them. So these are 5 points in no particular order. And these are things that I tell them and things maybe for you to think about if you haven't already. So the first is look at their portfolio. Look at all of their images, specifically look at images that are taken inside. Look at images that are taken outside. Look at the color of those images. Do you see color in them? Are they very vibrant? Do they pop? Different people have different preferences. There tends to be this trend nowadays where you've got a lot of photographers that have some beautiful images that have a lot of color in them, and they're very vibrant, and they're very, just wow, pop off the screen. And then there's another set of photographers that their images tend to have this brownish look to them. I'm not a fan of that personally, but there's other people that tend to like that. And so again, not knocking either one, but just find the preference and the look that is right for you. Another thing to look at specifically for outdoor pictures, just a suggestion to take and to run with. If the photographer is taking pictures outdoors, and I'm not talking about beach images, because you guys know I do a lot of beach photography, and then I'll do a whole lot outside as well at parks, at different public locations. But if they are taken outdoors, one thing to look at here is, are they in focus, and is there an overexposed sky? Almost like you've got the family there, and then you've got like somebody just hung a huge whiteboard behind them and the sky is completely blown out. If that's the case, that's a huge red flag for me, because that tells me they don't know how to use off-camera lighting. That tells me they don't know how to expose for the sky and then, correctly expose the subject as well. So just my 2 cents on that, guys. Look for overexposed skies. If you see a lot of that, that's a major no-no, in my opinion anyway. Second point is ask them about editing. And what I mean by that is, if you go to a location and there's lots of people or objects in the background, how does the photographer deal with that? So for instance, if they say, hey, I want to go to spot X, you arrive at spot X and there's people in the background, there's families doing other things, things that maybe you and especially the photographer weren't expecting. What happens at that point? Obviously as photographers, we're going to try to move around and get you away from those people as much as we can. But if you can't avoid that situation, if you can't avoid somebody in the background, what happens at that point? Is there an extra cost to do that? Or is that part of their package, part of your package with them? You guys know where I stand on that. I mentioned that numerous times, but it's a question to ask them. Third point is logo information. If you receive, this can go both ways. If you receive the digital images, or if you receive prints where you order from the photographer and they drop ship, gotta watch what I say there, prints to you and they arrive at your home, whatever size print that you get, is there some big logo stamped somewhere on the image? Again, people have different preferences on that. I've got my opinion on that. I've got my way of doing things regarding that. But again, just ask them, is their logo going to be on the image anywhere at all? Whether you receive the digital images or whether you receive prints from them. To go along with that, for your session, how many images do you receive? And this is you probably already know this, going into the session, but again, it's a great question to ask if the information is not really clear on their website or when you contact them. Dig into this one specifically. Do you get 5 prints and then you can order more, or 5 images and you can order more? Do you get all of the digital images from the session? Do you get X amount with the ability to order prints, after that? Again, it's a great question from there. And then on top of that, that second point there is printing. If you do receive the digital images, do you have the rights to print to that? Will you receive a print release? Will you have any problem printing? So again, just a couple of questions to ask there. And then the last one is the turnaround time. At different times of the year, just like any other industry, photographers can be kind of in a slow season, or they can be slam dunked. So again, good question to ask your photographer there. If we are to book with you right now, what's your turnaround time? Is it a week? Is it 2 weeks? Is it 4 to 6 weeks? You know, how are you doing with that? Are you very busy? Are you, anyway, good question to ask your photographer there in terms of turnaround time. So again, we've got color, look at the images, ask them about editing, logo information, the number of images that you'll receive, and the turnaround time. Just 5 points I just wanted to throw out there, guys, for you to ask your photographer when you're searching for the one that is right for you. All right, just wanted to just offer this up there for you guys and help you out if you're especially, not necessarily in this area, but if you're watching this, out of state, in comparison to where I'm at here in Daytona, and you're trying to find a photographer that's right for you, just a couple of points, couple of suggestions, because sometimes families don't always know what to look for or know what to ask. And so I'm just trying to help you guys out as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you some great information. And I love putting this together for you guys. I love sharing this information. I love doing this. So just a big nerd, as my wife says. All right. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you on the next video. All right. Guess I should do that video. All right, guys. Have a great one.